So, body art is defined as any semi-permanent decoration of the body, and this refers to tattoos and piercings. In 1936, 6% of the American people had at least one tattoo. In 2012, 22% of people have at least some form of body art. And for those between the ages of 30 and 38, this number increases to 38%. Within the past 76 years, there's been a more widespread cultural acceptance regarding tattoos and piercings. More and more people are visiting the tattoo parlor. However, there's still a lingering negative stigma associated with tattoos in mainstream culture, particularly within the professional world. I know, for me personally, I would really like to get the tattoo of the Celtic cross that's engraved on my grandfather's tombstone. Ideally, where I want this tattoo is right here on my arm. However, what's preventing me from getting that is the professional negative stigma surrounding tattoos. Even though this tattoo to me symbolizes my Irish cultural heritage and the values that my grandfather represented, that I want to be reminded of every day, I'm deterred from getting this tattoo because I would like to one day secure a job where I could face discrimination if I did have this visible. Essentially, within America, tattoos are okay. It's acceptable to have one. 1 in 5 adults do. However, within the cubicle, it's not okay. And the personal and professional attitudes regarding body art are discordant. But why are they like this? And essentially, this has to do with the values and ideologies underwriting the beliefs towards body art within the professional and personal worlds. In personal life, the values guaranteed to us by our nation's founding documents emphasize individualism and freedom of choice in the pursuit of happiness. Within this is guaranteed our right to self-expression, and if that's through body art, then the values that are underwriting the personal belief towards body art are guaranteed that we have the right to tattoo ourselves if we so want to. However, the case is different within the professional world. There's certainly a more stricter emphasis on professionalism and appearance, and that therefore indicates performance. Now, raise your hand if you wouldn't mind this man treating you, possibly saving your life one day, just based on his appearance. What if he looked like this? My point here, though, is that regardless of whether or not you can see the full sleeve of tattoos, he still has the same education and the same qualifications to save your life. And essentially, the values that are communicated within the professional world are that appearance indicates performance. I mean, who wouldn't want this little guy handling your socks one day? But what does this mean for the American public in general? It means that there needs to be a redefinition of discrimination, because people are being discriminated against for their tattoos and piercings. There are several court cases that have been fought as a result of discrimination against tattoos, in which companies have refused to hire or even fired employees for not covering up visible tattoos or piercings. Essentially, what the courts have upheld in these examples are that it's acceptable to discriminate against body art if it isn't for a religious purpose that is extremely specific, in which you are not allowed to cover up your tattoos, or there is no undue hardship. So essentially what the courts are upholding is that this form of discrimination is acceptable. I personally have even faced discrimination within the workplace because of piercings. Throughout high school I worked at Weiss Markets, and I also had an eyebrow piercing, as well as a gauge in my left ear. But a couple months into my work experience there, I was told by my managers that I needed to either take out my piercing when I was working or replace it with a clear stud, even after having this in for a couple months before. And after that, I was treated differently than the other employees, even though my qualifications were the same. I received harsher criticisms. And all of this is just an example of what one person could face within the professional world when you enter more dedicated professions like the medical field or the law field. So what does this mean for America in general? It means that we need to place more of an emphasis on personal qualities such as respect, loving, caring, integrity, passion, originality, And we need to focus on these things as an indication of someone's true character rather than their external qualities. Because essentially it's what's inside you that will determine if you're qualified, rather than what you look like on the outside. And overall, we need to place less of an emphasis on personal appearance. Thank you.